Hello, beautiful people of the internet. It is me, Serendipity, and today we are here for a reading of what is your current reputation in the world. So, hello, welcome if you are a returning subscriber, a lucky charm. Hey, hello here if you are new. I am Serendipity, and I'm here to deliver you a very serendipitous reading. So, just a reminder to please like the video, comment if you feel comfortable, and subscribe if it resonates. I really appreciate it. It helps me grow the channel, as well as I do have a Patreon if you were interested in like just a donation but some extra content. I will be posting on there coming in probably when I go on break, so coming from the 19th I'll be posting more videos on there just to get that going as well. I have just moved. As you see, I've changed location. So I've been playing around with the background to see what I like, if I want to add a whiteboard again or leave the whiteboard out. I don't really know. But yes, welcome back to this channel. Hello, if you are new again. We have 3 different piles today, and we're doing a little bit different. I turned over the cards today. The first cards, I just intuitively felt the need to. We still have our crystals. They're in the corner. So yes, we have 3 different piles today. We have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. So yes, use your intuition to pick which one is best. I'm going to light the candle and light the incense, set the mood, help it easier for you guys to pick as well. So yeah, let's get started with this reading. Here we go. All right, let me light the candle, light the incense, and let you guys pick your piles. Alrighties, hello collective pile number 1s. If you guys pick this clear quartz lock, this is your reading for what is your current reputation in the world. So again, hello if you're a returning subscriber, hello if you are new. Just a reminder to please like the video, comment, and subscribe if this resonates, if this makes you feel comfortable, all that good jazz. All right, let's get started. So what is your current reputation? This was supposed to be your advice card / a little information about what your current reputation is. You got Queen Ya Asantiwa. And then I always say, ancestors, forgive me. It also says level up number 39. So your current reputation is that you are leveling up. I'm actually going to read some of what this card is about. So it says, the guidance is to raise your standards. A leap forward for one is a leap forward for the tribe. Your choices can raise the frequency of your community and the planet. Okay, that's great. Embodiment, it's time to level up. This is your season for a quantum leap. You have prepared for this. Life does not have to be linear, and neither does growth. A quantum leap feels drastic and huge, but the secret is that quantum leaps happen little by little. So, what inspired action helps you level up? And the goddess declaration is divine timing is on my side. So right now, your reputation is that you are leveling up. And I said it was interesting that it literally says your choices can raise the frequency of your community, because that's what this reading is about. It's about your reputation in your community. So something about your reputation right now is that you raising to a higher level, getting a promotion, leveling up in some way, whether it's in your career, whether it's in romance, doing that in some way is helping your community, is raising your community. I'm thinking of it like, oh my God, I listen to a lot of rap music, but I'm thinking of it as like a rapper getting out of the hood and like getting a bunch of money, but what they're going to do? They're going to bring a lot of that money back to the community. They're going to, if you think about producers, they're going to be using producers from their city. If you think about event planners, they're going to be using event planners from their city. Bringing money, bringing wealth, bringing recognition back to your city, back to your community. So there's something about your reputation right now where you're leveling up, and specifically, I'm hearing very specifically, it's helping your community directly. So something about your leveling up, something about your status raising, and you becoming either more you could say famous in a sense, but I don't even know. It's not necessarily famous, but it could be fame, but if it's not fame, it's just like recognition. It could be like a mayor, you're running for a politician and you got picked for your city out of the whole state. So it's not like fame, but it's just like recognition. Yes, I think it's also some what's it called, some advice as well, because again, I did kind of pull it for advice, but then when I was doing the reading, I had a feeling to turn the cards over and like let you guys pick that. So it's also in a sense of what your reputation is that you're leveling up. And again, it says you have to be prepared for this. Life does not have to be linear, and neither does growth. A quantum leap feels drastic and huge, but the secret of quantum leaps happens little by little. So again, this could be like maybe not a drastically, like let's say you haven't won, you're not mayor yet, or I don't know exactly what it is because they're not telling me, but it's something I know specifically that your reputation is that you're leveling up, and it's going to help the community. All right. Let's get into your archetype cards to give me some more about what your current reputation is. What is your current reputation? So we have Saboteur. It says highlights the fear of self-empowerment and changes it would bring to your life. Shadow attribute induces self-destructive behavior or the desire to undermine others. We also have Rescuer, which I remember that. Yes, Rescuer provides strength and support to others in crisis, acts out of love with no expectation of reward. Shadow assumes that the rescued will reciprocate, keeps the rescued one needy. Okay, and then we have Artist, especially the dimension of life that is just beyond the five senses, inspiring us to see life symbolically. Shadow attribute, using a talent as an excuse to mistreat other, posing as a starving artist to elicit pity. And that last one, we have Visionary, capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others, willingness to proclaim a vision without regard for personal gain. Shadow attribute, selling insights to the highest bidder, compromising your vision to make it more acceptable. Okay, and the first thing I noticed when I was pulling these cards was the colors. You have all the primary colors. You have you have red, green, blue, and yellow. Those are all of the primary colors. I'm like, that's so cool. Um, but yes, the primary colors message kind of gave me that you're in a very, like, it seems like a school teacher. Again, if you didn't know, I am a teacher. I teach the little ones, the little children. That's why I'm always sick and my voice is always changing. But it's giving me with your reputation is that like you right now um, are executing a vision, executing a project, executing something, doing something again it could be for the community. I literally just got the vision of like a mural. So like if you're an artist, you could be making a mural for your community. Again, like executing a vision, using your talents for good, things like that. I also thought that was interesting. You have Rescuer and Saboteur because they're very opposite energies, but you're being seen, or your reputation is kind of as both. So you definitely are seen as a very positive figure in your community. Your reputation is pretty positive. Because I'm looking at all the shadow attributes and they kind of have a similar vibe, if you heard me when I was reading them, that like it says, yeah, using your talent to mistreat others, posing as a starting artist, keeping the rescue needy, selling insights to the highest bidder. So yes, the only I would say negative thing about your reputation that could be again like it's this thing of like selling to the highest bidder. How do I'm trying to put this into words because I know what it is, but I'm trying to use English. I think and also let me put your card up here. There is the only I would say shadow attribute of what your reputation is right now is that you could sell out. I just heard Rico Nasty's song "Sell Out." You should look up the song like "Ain't No Sellout." You should look up the song by Rico Nasty, "Sell Out." That's the only I would say shadow attribute of your thing is that like you could be selling out. So I don't know if it's like a project that you're doing or if it's a what's it called? Yeah, I don't know if it's a project or if it's what's the word? If it's not a project, it's like I'm trying to think of it. Okay, so if it's not a project, maybe it is a project. I don't know. But it's something that you're doing that you may have to, that people may be thinking you may be compromising what your true vision was, what your true artistry was. You're just selling it for money. You're just doing this for money. That's the only, I would say, shadow attribute of what your reputation is. This, that like your community, the people around you that are affecting your reputation could be slightly worried. I heard a worry. It's a worry. Okay, could be slightly worried that even though what you're doing is great for the community, it's great for the town. Again, that's why I'm thinking about the rapper instance. There you go. I'm going to think about the rap. I'm going to just stay with the rapper example that like, let's say you're a rapper and like you're going to sign to a label, but like this label is bad. They're going to misuse you. This could be like self-destructive for you, things like that. So it's kind of like, yeah, you're signing to a label. It's great for the community, but you could be compromising your spirit, obviously with everything that, happens in the music industry. Like, they may be asking you to promote certain ideologies that you're not necessarily agreeing with, or if it's a more, I would say, a reasonable thing of like a contract, like the contract that, like, you're doing this, but there's something about your contract that is mischievous. That's the better word. Like that is mischievous. Something's not, these things are not all being like presented to you very honestly. Yeah. Okay. I think that's the best way I can explain that. But the positive, I would say, a part of your reputation is that, again, like, you're using, you're very, very artistic right now. Your reputation that you're very artistic, you're very visionary, you're very much planning, you're leveling up to a higher person. Again, we do have still rescue, provide strength and support to others in crisis, acts out of love with no expectation of reward. And I do think that you do that. Again, I am feeling the shadow attribute for that part, just because of the sense of like, you may it's like you're doing stuff to get something out of it. There you go. It's like you're doing something to get something out of it. And I think that's the shadow attribute of what your reputation is right now. But I mean, it's still pretty positive, but there's something about your leveling up. I want to know what it is, like whether it's like politics, or again, like something like a mural for art, or if it's something like what's it called? You just got a promotion, or maybe you won a competition. You won like a statewide competition or something. But yeah, okay, I'm gonna stop it there. So yeah, so again, and let's say this didn't happen to you, you're still kind of being seen as that. So I don't know, maybe you also just moved to a different country and you're representing your country in a different city or different area. But it's something about specifically your reputation that you're leveling up right now, and it's helpful for the community, but possibly you could be selling out. There you go. That's the message from there. Whew, child, channeling is difficult. Okay, let's put these up here, and then let's get your tarot to see more about what your current reputation is. Don't you guys love the setup? I love the primary colors that you guys got. It's very pretty. Four of Wands. What did I just say, girl? Your reputation right now is success. So you have, it was reversed. I think I heard take reversals today. So we will take the reversals today. So we have Four of Wands, Two of Pentacles reversed. We have the Nine of Wands. We have the Hangman. We have the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, that's a giving, receiving energy. And we also have the Three of Wands. Okay. Cute. Let's see. Let me push these up so you guys can see. Let me actually just move this back a little bit. All right, pile ones. Thanks for working with me. Do I need to do it more? No? Child. I don't know where it is. Okay, let's continue. Did my video stop? Child. Don't tell me it stopped. I think it's working. Oh my God, I don't know. Here, 1 second. Hello again. All right, so your current reputation. We have the Four of Wands, Hangman, Two of Pentacles reverse, and the Six of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, and Three of Wands. All right, so what is your current reputation? With the Four of Wands, again, I was telling you, you're definitely in an energy of success. You've reached some type of success for yourself, a celebration, very positive. With the Hangman, maybe I would say also a point of your reputation, because the Four of Wands and the Hangman, it's like, this is definitely, it's kind of like, what's next for them? Because again, you're leveling up. So your part of your reputation is like, people are kind of saying like, okay, like what's next for them, are like what's going to happen now? Because you're in a pause period. It really feels like you just won a competition, even if it wasn't an actual competition. It's like metaphorical. Like, let's say, in like a 10-year reunion, if you're thinking like a high school reunion, it's like you just got a really good job, or you just got like a really good partner. Like, this partner is cute, is fine, you bagged one, like, you know what I mean, you caught a lick, you know what I mean, like you got one, something like that. So it's kind of just like, okay, like what's next for them, so you're definitely being viewed a little bit in a pause energy of that. And we also have the Two of Pentacles in reverse and the Six of Pentacles. So the Six of Pentacles, that was giving me that rescuer energy, like, giving help, helping people in need and things like that. Two of Pentacles reverse is definitely like an out of balanced energy. I kind of actually want to see the keywords for the Two of Pentacles reverse. So let's grab those now. Two of Pentacles reverse, yeah, it says tension, irresponsibility. The reverse Two of Pentacles in your reading can indicate tensions in your life that are making you feel unbalanced and stabilized. It may indicate that you aren't being responsible with your money, that you are spending unnecessarily when you should be saving. These challenges are momentarily, and balance can be easily restored by identifying where you're off track and taking small backs to get back into alignment. Um, yeah, especially when it's talking about money with the Six of Pentacles. So that could be an energy like your reputation is maybe you're not spending the best again because you're in a celebratory energy. So let's say I don't know if you went out and spent a bunch of money, you know, people your reputation maybe you're not being super responsible with your money or with finances or the finances of the community if the political message had resonated with you. Um but yeah, because I know the Six of Pentacles is specifically about like giving and receiving. And it's again, they're both of those cards about balance. But the Two of Pentacles was the one that was reversed. So I'm actually seeing, yeah, it says generosity, sharing resources. Yeah, because the reverse Six of Pentacles literally talks about generosity with strings attached. And that's exactly what I was talking about with the rescuer. It's like giving with like the expectation of something, a reward, something back. um so I'm not necessarily sure, so maybe you could also have a reputation of bad investments. That kind of gives me that, like a reputation of maybe that you've made bad investments. Again, now I think they've worked out, but I think it's still like luck. It's kind of like, oh wow, you had good luck. So that's another part of your reputation. We also have the Nine of Wands and the Three of Wands. The Nine of Wands talks about like keeping going, you know, defending your territory, not giving up before the final stages of life. Three of Wands is kind of starting like planning for the future, sort of taking that next step. Obviously, she's sitting on the thing, so it's still more you're still in the beginning phases planning. So you're definitely being viewed as like you're not done yet, especially with a Hangman. Like it's kind of like, okay, what's next? You're being viewed as that you're still planning for your future. You have very, very good ideas. You're very artistic. I said autistic, but hey, me too. But what's it called? You know, you could just be very artistic and just planning for your future in general. All right, let's get some more information. Queen of Pentacles. Yes, you're in your queen energy. Oh, today's we have the Star. We have the Star. Here we go. Please don't do this to me, YouTube. All right. So we have the Queen of Pentacles, the Star, and the Emperor. Yes. Okay. So the Queen of Pentacles coming over the Four of Wands and the Hangman. That again tells me you're still being viewed as very mature, very grounded, very stable in your life. Again, the one message with the money, like being unbalanced, and that was what did I just say? What did I just say with that? Like you're lucky. I literally just said luck because I was just like, it feels like you're lucky. Like maybe you've made bad investments in the past, but for some reason God was on your side and you worked out, and it worked out for you. Because I think a part of your reputation, maybe what that you used to be. This could be a past reputation. So like maybe people are literally in this moment of you watching the reading, or like in the past, like the recent past of like changing their views of you, changing the views of your reputation is much more positive than it used to be, especially because we have the Queen of Pentacles, the Star, and the Emperor. These are very, very positive for a reputation because that shows you that you are mature, that you are shining, that you are in the public eye for sure. With this pile one, you are for sure being viewed in the public eye. This could be again your direct community, could be a larger community like fame, the internet, but specifically like you're just known and you're being seen right now. The Emperor is giving me that you're made very good decisions. Again, it could be like a boss, could be a promotion of some sorts. Again, you're not, because it's coming over that Nine of Wands and Three of Wands, it's kind of like you're not giving up. There you go. Like you're not giving up on the things that you have done for yourself. You're not giving up on, like, let's say even though you're in a pause energy, like you've reached this new level, it's like you're still looking for the next bag. I just heard like the next bag, the next competition, you know, you're still ready to continue on fighting. You know, this isn't the end, especially because there is that Two Pentacles reverse and Six of Pentacles energy, like of where you could have in the past made bad investments, but you're healing from that. You're learning with the Star. You're healing from that. You're learning from that. You truly are evolving and growing into like a better person, a more mature person, a person who makes better decisions for themselves and for others. So that's kind of how I think your reputation is. It's like you are growing as a person and as a human and as an adult. All right. And we also have the Three of Swords. Okay. So that's like a heartbreak. And I heard take reversal, so I forgot. So we also have the Six of Swords verse. Let's cover up the stars. Okay, here we go. So we have the Three of Swords and then the Six of Swords reverse. So that's interesting. Because I was getting a little bit of the negativity. But the Three of Swords could just be like a grief. You're also being viewed because you are leveling up. You're only leveling up. That means you have to leave things behind. And with the Six of Swords reverse, you may be struggling to leave your past community behind, to leave your past ways. I heard past ways, past tendencies behind. Because the Six of Swords reverse literally talks about difficulties in moving on and like staying in one place. And it's like you could just have like a delay or an inability to move on from a difficult situation. And the guidance here is again to focus on instead of pushing. Yeah. So it's just talking to you to maybe just focus on the present moment. Because again, I do kind of feel like you could have some anxiety with this future, because it's 9 of Wands and 3 of Wands. Like you want to keep going, you want to push forward. Emperor, you have the capability to do it. It just may be difficult, especially with the 3 of Swords, because this new chapter of your life where you're leveling up may be more responsibility. I'm hearing it will with that Hangman, because that was that pause energy. It's like this celebration. You're here, but it's like, okay, like, now what's next? Now what do I do next? What's happening in my life? And you could feel some grief about this. So yeah, this is your current reputation. So like, I really felt like you had to have something good happen recently, or like something where your reputation has shifted from what it used to be. Because I will say in the past, it definitely used to be more of like, I would say an irresponsible energy. Like maybe you were irresponsible. Maybe you were more in a like self-sabotaging energy. And again, you're still a very good artist, very good planner, very good future thinker, but maybe you just had trouble in the past grounding those. And with this Queen of Pentacles, you don't have that anymore. Again, in the Star, you've healed, you've learned, you have better luck, you're shining, you're in an energy of like, okay, like it's now my time to be seen and to be rising up to the next part of my life. And I think the part of your reputation is that like you may have be having difficulties with that, specifically like leaving whatever this past cycle was behind, including people, including temperaments, including like just things you used to do. You have to leave those behind in order to raise the next level of your life. And the last card, what did I just say with the 10 of Swords? Yes. So yes, I think and let me get your bottom deck too. So yes, I think with the 4 of Swords, a rest period. So yeah, I think the overall energy that your reputation is right now is that you are leveling up. You are in a very, very positive cycle. It's just slight, because you're ending one. You're in a very positive cycle, but you are, I guess, having trouble ending certain things. So you are in a rest period, a Hangman, but also a celebratory energy. So it's kind of like conflicting, because it's a very positive thing. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm leveling up, I'm moving on, step by step, but I have to end these relationships, these jobs. I have to quit this job. I have to leave this partner. I have to leave this city. I have to change my career field, something of that nature. I have to really step up. I really have to step up to the plate. And that's your reputation. So with the 10 of Swords being your last card and the 4 of Swords being the bottom deck, you're definitely in a rest period, a pause period of like, okay, what do I do next? 3 of Wands. What do I plan for next? And yeah, and I would say the 10 of Swords is just a message of like it is an ending. With the 6 of Swords coming reverse, it's like you could again have trouble grieving, but you need to grieve, girl. This was again, it wasn't just about who you were, but it was your advice. It was what you're supposed to do, and the advice literally is, let me move this. It says guidance. Yes, raise your standards. A leap forward for one is a leap forward for the tribe. Your choices can raise the frequency of your community and the planet. So yeah, so it's time to again level up. It is your time to move on from these past cycles. Do not stay stuck, collective power ones. What's it called? What I say? I said do not stay stuck, collective power ones. It's time for you to level up. What's it called? What's that Sierra song, Level Up? Yeah, girly, it's time to do that. I'm gonna do this just because I'm trying to get a thumbnail. So while I'm trying to get a thumbnail, collective power ones, thank you so much for coming to this reading. Please a reminder to like the video, comment and subscribe, especially if it does resonate. I really appreciate it. It helps the channel out, helps the YouTube algorithm and stuff out, girl. Me trying to get a thumbnail. It helps the YouTube algorithm, helps me out. Yes. Oh, check out my Patreon if you would like. What was I going to say? I said check out my Patreon if you would like a personal reading, not personal reading, child. If you would like some extra pick a card, some extra readings, more personalized readings. That's what I meant to say. More personalized readings. And then my website is also linked below if you would like a personal reading or just to learn more about me. There, I have my updated bio on there, updated times. I have some more reviews on there as well. So yeah, no, Collective Pile Ones. I think this is it. I'm just trying to get a thumbnail right now because, you know, girl, we getting this channel up and running. You know what I mean? All right. Okay, Collective Pile Ones, let me go. All right, have a blessed and beautiful high vibrational day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Oh, sorry. Alrighties. Hello, Collective Pile number twos. If you guys had picked this clear quartz crystal key, crystal heart key, this is your reading for what is your current reputation. So just hello if you are new, hello if you're returning subscriber, lucky charm, hey girls and boys. This is your reading. Just a reminder to please like the video, comment, and subscribe if the reading resonates. I really appreciate it. Helps the channel. And yeah, look in the bio for all of my additional things, you know, Patreon, website, all that good jazz. All right, let's get started. So, what is your current reputation? So, the first card we have is your advice card / a little bit about your reputation. It's called Celestial Alignment. So, let's read. It says I forgot her name again. Ancestors, forgive me. It says Iko Sanzana. Yeah, that. All right. So it says, is the healer of healers and the teacher of teachers, whose love for humanity makes the corn grow. She dwells in the foamy waters, but is known as the heavenly princess, as above, so below in celestial alignment. The guidance is your natural path is to be in alignment with your own divinity. No one can take from you what they didn't give you, period. Embodiment. How do you want to feel? You think often about what you want, but goddess energy speaks to us in feeling. And celestial alignment is being in sync with the energetic feeling, the frequency of the sacred, everything that you desire in frequency, match it with your feelings. That is the God, the energy of a god or a goddess. The declaration is, I am always being guided in the right direction. So that is your advice, as well as a little bit about your reputation. So I think you're just being viewed right now as that like you are on the right path. So I think your first part of your reputation is that you're being viewed as like you're on the right path. You're doing what you're meant to do wherever you are in life, whether you think you're behind or to going too fast, you're not. You're being viewed at least is you're in alignment. And again, your guidance, your advice was your natural path is to be in alignment with your own divinity, and no one can take what they didn't give from you. So for some reason you think, I've dealt in the past with, I'm very spiritual, and I'm in African spirituality. So you know what I mean? Girl, I've dealt with some bad people who have, I would say, attempted to take me off path, but it wasn't necessarily like, yes, they could have obviously been doing some spiritual things to take me off path. But at the end of the day, it's your path. No one can take from you what they didn't give you. The most that people can do is like delay you or distract you. And it's up to you to kind of come back to yourself, come back to your energy, and put yourself back on the right path. Start doing what you are meant to do in this life and not necessarily worrying about other people. So that's a little advice there, / a little bit about your reputation, which is again that you are on the correct path. Alrighty, so now let's get into your archetype cards about your current reputation. So we have did I put them upside down? I did. But first we have the Seeker. It says, thirst for wisdom and the truth wherever they are. Shadow attribute, inability to commit to a path once found. So yeah, the Seeker, that makes sense with the celestial alignment. But let's see. We also have Knight, loyalty, romance, and chivalry, a love of honor. Shadow attribute is allegiance to a destructive ruler or principle, romantic delusions. Okay. Next one we have is the Dileante. It says delights in the arts without having to be a professional. Alerts you to the danger of becoming superficial in your pursuits. Shadow attributes, pretension to much deeper knowledge than you actually possess. Ooh, tea. And the last one we have scribe, preserving knowledge and information. Shadow attribute is altering facts or plagiarizing others' work. I don't think it's any shadow attributes. I just heard that intuitively. For pile number one, I definitely was like, ooh, some of the shadow attributes are going to be for your reputation. For you guys, I really think it's all positive. Period. Good job for pile twos. So let's see. What are the attributes about in terms of your reputation? With the seeker and the dilettante, I'm really getting your reputation right now is that you are definitely being a lot more spiritual. You're definitely being seen as like you are a more spiritual being. You are connecting to God more. You are seeking for a higher power. You are seeking for, I don't know, seeking for a higher power, seeking for your own things. Again, like the arts, you're just doing art to do art. So maybe you guys have an Instagram where you post like your paintings or your drawings, or you guys have a YouTube. You know how you have social media where you post, but you're not necessarily selling them. You're just putting it out there to put it out there. And I'm guessing your work has been very, very good lately. I'm hearing definitely it's been looking good lately. Whatever your artistic attribute is, whether it's music, whether it's physical art, it's been doing very well. It's been doing very well. And you're just being seen as if someone who, again, is like the thirst for wisdom and truth wherever you are. It's like you're looking for a higher calling, a higher knowledge. You definitely are in more of a hippy bippy, I say, energy. And your reputation is definitely a little bit more of like, oh, they're in there, they're seeking, you know, what's the eat, pray, love? They're in their eat, pray, love era. I would say that's the first part of your reputation right now, is that you're in the eat, pray, love era. The next part we have, actually, I need to blow my nose. Give me a minute. Sorry, y'all. Still getting over a cold. All right. And let's actually go with the scribe next. So the scribe says preserving knowledge. You know what? I always forget this card low key. So let me grab the book. I should have probably opened to the page when when it was paused, but maybe you guys are meant to hear me flip. So give me a minute. Let me flip to the scribe. Okay, wait. Here we go. It says journalists who record existing knowledge and information and uncover secrets, investigative reporters, and webmasters, compiling information for personal gain, but for the joy of preserving and sharing it with the rest of the world. Yes, okay, right now you're definitely being seen. You could be in school. I don't know why I didn't say that before. You could literally just be in school right now, and your reputation is that like you are a learner, you're in school. Again, you're seeking for knowledge, you're writing things down. You're not necessarily selling these works. I'm really not getting an energy of like, I just said like pretending to do more than you know. Yeah, it really just feels like, yeah, like plagiarizing. No, it really feels very positive. Like you are just learning for the gift of learning. You are just um seeking knowledge, seeking a higher wisdom for the gift of seeking a higher wisdom. You are just evolving for the gift of evolving. You're just here to do it. You're really not looking for anything back. You're just doing it because you're evolving as a person. So yes, and I did say like journalists, investigators, reporters, anything that has to do with writing. Right now, your reputation is definitely that you are a writer and you are a good one. Again, whatever art you're putting out there. I just, I just thought of my friend Nalitza. Hey girl, if you chose this reading, if you even watched it, but what's it called? She posts some of her written things on Instagram sometimes, and my Instagram, my personal one is deactivated, so I don't always see them. But I reactivated it recently, so I was seeing them. So I was like, oh, these actually are so pretty. Like, these are like very nice like writings. These are like very deep and very good. So it could be something like that, like you just post your stories or your creative writing or something like that. So specifically, if you do anything with writing, reading, education, that kind of stuff, definitely being viewed very positively right now. Again, especially if it's like an art form, it's not necessarily your job, it's just something you're doing just to do. And that could also be maybe your writings, your artwork is about your path in life, you're seeking your spiritual journey. So and then the last one we have the Knight. It says loyalty, romance, and chivalry, a love of honor. So the Knight, yes, loyalty, romance. So yeah, you could just be, again, that just gives me an energy of like you're just being very viewed. You could also, your reputation is that like you're looking for love right now. So hey, people know that you are looking for love, that you're putting yourself out there. But if anything, gives me more Venus, like the planet Venus, of just like in terms of beauty, like seeing beauty wherever you go, seeing love wherever you go. Being a kind person when you enter spaces. Yeah, it really just gives me a very, very beautiful aura, especially with the rainbow here. What's it called? I don't work with this specific deity, but the Veve on top of her head, I don't know if it's Veve because again, I don't think it's the same spiritual practice, but from what I practice, this right here looks like the Veve of the Loa that rules, that I work with and rules my head. So it's a very positive, and the Loa that, because of what I practice, is very peaceful. It's a very, 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 very peaceful and old and wise Loa. So again, this deity is not a Loa. It's just very similar. So say very, very similar. I'm not sure in mythology. I would maybe have to research her a little bit more, but very, very peaceful, very, very vibrant, very, very high, high, high vibrational. So your reputation right now is very, very high vibrational. Okay, cute, cute, cute. All right, let's now get your other cards. I'm excited. Okay, so let's get your other cards to see more about your reputation. Sorry, y'all. I gotta set up we gotta set up the space, create the vibes. Because we gotta put you guys in the energy for collective pile twos. All right. So let's get started. So first we have strength. Okay, cute. So yes, very confident. 3 of Wands. Okay, we have 3 of Wands. Oh, 3 of Wands have been coming out a lot. I did hear take reversals, so we're gonna take the reversals today. So we're gonna do 9 of Cups reversed. Okay, interesting. 2 of Swords. Ooh, child, they all flipped over. Wait, what was first? Okay, this one's first and this one. Okay, so we have the Strength, 3 of Wands, 9 of Cups reversed, 2 of Swords, 3 of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands. Okay, let's see what I'm feeling here. All right, collective pile number twos. So we do have the 2 of Swords. That slightly gives me that inability to commit to a path. We also have Strength, which is like confidence. It could be like physical strength. What is your reputation right now, collective pile twos? I'm getting with the Strength. The Strength gives me that that you are being very confident. I do think with the 2 of Swords, you are being slightly seen as someone who is slightly confused about their path. Again, I wasn't really getting negative attributes like the shadow. So maybe it's like a slight, like, you're a little bit unsure of where you're supposed to be. Although with the Strength on top, that gives me, it's like, even though you don't know where you're supposed to be, it's that celestial alignment. It's like, I don't necessarily know where I'm going, but I know I'm on the right path. The 2 of Swords is more like, I don't really know what the future holds. Speaking of which, as we come to the 3 of Wands and 3 of Pentacles, it's like, I don't really know what the future holds, but I know I'm confident that I'm where I'm supposed to be right now. Like, I don't really know what the future holds, but I am confident of where I am supposed to be right now. And with the 3 of Wands and 3 of Pentacles, the 3 of Wands gives me, again, you're still in a planning phase. Let me actually get the 3 of Wands, because 3 of Wands has been coming out a lot in my readings, and I haven't read it because I'm like, I usually know the 3 of Wands. Maybe I don't. Yeah, it talks about expansion and growth. It says, indicates you're using your energy to work with others. Delegating responsibilities. It says there may be an element of waiting for the right opportunities to come to you. Yeah, but in the meantime, literally, it says there may be an element of waiting for the right opportunities to come to you. But in the meantime, you're able to use your energy creatively and productively, allowing expanded prosperity and growth with the possibility of traveling. It says surrounding yourself with inspiring people will help you expanding personal growth. It says you are expanding your spiritual practice, whether you have the support of a community, you are calling in new friendships, getting triggered, making travel plans will expand your horizons. That's the one thing I did forget about 3 of Wands is travel. So you could be, your reputation could be that you're definitely traveling right now. But again, it's like you're waiting for the opportunities to come to you. It's like, but in the meantime, you are using your creative attributes. With this 3 of Pentacles, if you see, like, he's painting a mural. I don't think he's being paid for this mural. He's just painting it for the gift of painting a mural. You know what I mean? Like, he's just doing it because this is what he feels is good for him. So if you can see here, it's a very pretty picture, actually. But yeah, but the 3 of Pentacles and the 3 of Wands talks about like collaborating with others, working with others. So you could be seeing your reputation right now is that you are working with others, you are calling in new friends, you kind of have new friends. But again, it's an energy of like, I don't necessarily, with the 2 of Swords, I'm like, I don't know where I'm going, but I know I'm on the right path, and I'm confident that like I'm doing all the things I need to do that's going to help me for the future, and I'm trusting in God that the future is bright. The future is bright. Wait, let me actually go back to the 3 of Pentacles, Because the Throne of Three Pentacles talks about collaboration, working with other people. Yeah. Share your ideas with confidence, accept projects and work, stoke your passions. It says your work will not only be well received by others, it puts you in a position of opening new doors of opportunities. It says this is the next level of prosperity you have been waiting for, so don't doubt your abilities that you have what is built to build a prosperous. Yeah, successful new doors opening. So yeah, your reputation right now is that new doors are going to open for you soon. I think they're going to open for you soon because you have been just doing your art, doing your work, doing what you're meant to do for this earth just because, and you've been learning. So there are new opportunities coming. I think your reputation is that like people can see that new doors will be opening soon, and specifically it could be coming from your community because this is a reputation reading. What is your reputation? So it's from your community, from your friends. So whatever these new friends you have, these new people you have in your life, or if you're meeting new people, you're generating new communities if you don't have it right now currently, is that like these new opportunities are specifically going to come from your community and that like new doors are opening. This is your reputation. Like, and you're on the right track. If anything, collective Twos, if you came to this reading, this is the message of you are on the right track. You're fine. Don't stress. Okay. Whew. Next, we have the Nine of Cups reversed, which is interesting, and the Ace of Wands. It's like sparking of a new passion. So maybe possibly with the Nine of Cups reversed, because wait, I actually don't know the keywords for the Nine of Cups reverse. Sorry, y'all. I'm looking in the book a lot for your pile. My guides hate when I read the book. They're like, girl, you're a psychic. Do the intuitive work. And I'm just lazy. But anyway, so we have the Nine of Cups reverse says overindulgence or arrogance. It says the reverse Nine of Cups in your reading can reveal arrogance surrounding achievements and the needing of validation and there we go. Validation and recognition. It can also point to overindulgence in life's pleasures. Needs in moderation. No, I says when you consider the abundance in your life, celebrate by expressing gratitude and generosity. That's it. I think you are being very hard on yourself. I do think there is a aspect of your reputation is that like you've achieved a lot. Again, it's like that's why it says like maybe arrogance around da da da. And this is needing constant validation and recognition. Because I was saying so much about you're learning and you're doing your art and you're in school or you maybe haven't been getting the recognition that you feel that you need yet, or you're not being as grateful for the different opportunities that you already have. Yes, there are new opportunities coming, but because of this Two of Swords, you're like, because you're kind of just like, I don't really know where my future's going. I don't really know if I'm doing the right thing. You're not being appreciative of where you are now. It really reminds me of some of my friends who are in the Canary Islands right now. I was just talking about my other friend. She's also in the Canary Islands. I don't necessarily think it's her, but maybe some other people of like feeling like, oh, because it's boring when sometimes when you live in the islands, not as much going on, you don't know what to do with your life or with things. It's like, be appreciative for the space. I'm in Madrid right now because of the fact that like I'm trying to do bigger things. I'm really trying to do some bigger projects. I'm trying to really get my life going in terms of opportunities, job opportunities, finances, creative things. I'm really trying to do that, so I need to be in a bigger city. But you know what, I would love to be in an island right now. I would love to just be in an island, just strictly focus on my YouTube channel. But like realistically, with my different goals I have for my life, like I need to be in a city with more people. I need to be in a city with more people, more things going on. So that's what I had to do for my life. But it's in a sense of like not being appreciative of where you are now. So there is a aspect of vegetation like you need to be a little bit more show a little bit more gratitude for all the accomplishments that you've already done, because you have collective power too. You have done a lot of good things, and even if life is slow right now, or you're just like you're a little bit confused, or these opportunities haven't come in yet, which they will. I'm telling you, they will come in. You just need to continue having that passion for life with this Ace of Wands, because that literally talks about new opportunities and new beginnings that could come to you. Again, that's going to also revive your passion for life. So part of your reputation is that you need to be a little bit more grateful, because for the opportunity that you had, that you've already taken, as well as that there are some new opportunities potentially coming. So to again show more gratitude for what you have now. Okay. Whew, Ten of Wands. Yeah, I know what that's about. But anyways, we have Ten of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles. What did I just say, girlies? Okay, so literally, this is the same message there. But let's just go to the Ten of Wands first. So the Ten of Wands is telling me the burden. So you are definitely, part of your reputation is about you feeling burdened with where you are in life right now. Again, even though you are confident that you are on the right path, there is a sense that you are a little like burden. Maybe life is slow right now. I don't know if life is slow for you right now, or if you you haven't had much excitement and you're maybe worried about the future. It feels like worrying about the future, especially because with the first energy we kind of got, I was like, Jeff, you're definitely more in a hippie bippy, an education, a learning, a spiritual evolution. You're definitely more in that energy. And because of that, you may be thinking that you lack this Eight of Pentacles, but you don't, because it's in your reputation. Your reputation is that you are a hard worker, is that you have been putting in the work. You have been working with other people. You have been collaborating with other people. And with the Nine of Pentacles coming over that reverse Nine of Cups and the Ace of Wands, you have cultivated a lot of success for yourself. And collective power twos, you need to understand that like you have a lot of success in your life. You've cultivated a lot of success for yourself. You do not need to be stressed about that. I don't know why you are stressed about it, because it's showing up in your reputation that like you're seen as a very successful person. I'm actually going to pile number twos, you are the book pile. Like, I don't know why pile twos, but it literally says, the Nine of Pentacles talks about like success and enjoyment. It says you've been putting in the energy to make your home more personal and comforting by redecorating or renovating, or you've been away from home. You've spent time taking vacation, relaxing, focusing on what brings you the most peace. Enjoyment rejuvenates your spirit. It says Nine of Pentacles symbolizes a time of feeling safe. You've worked hard, made intelligent choices with your money, invested wisely. You also value charity and generosity, making sure you share your abundance with others. It's time to enjoy what you've cultivated for yourself so meticulously. There's no need to worry about scarcity since you have everything you require. Go ahead and take a vacation or buy something meaningful for yourself. So yeah, especially like you honestly, I think taking a vacation would be great for you. Oh, it's almost the holiday season. If you are seeing this when I actually post it, it is almost Christmas, New Year's. Girl, go on a trip, take a vacation. You've cultivated a lot of success for yourself. And with that Nine of Cups reverse over the Ace of Wands, that shows me that again, you did not feel as gracious or like as much gratitude for what you can cultivate it. So this Nine of Pentacles, again, in your reputation, I think there's a reputation of like, oh, this girl needs a break. They need to go take a vacation. Because this Eight of Pentacles, you've worked a lot. You've worked on your creative things. You've worked on collaborating with people, growth, expansion. You are putting in the work. I think you're currently putting in work. I think you've already put in the work. And I think you're just stressed because maybe things haven't happened yet and you really are just having to rely on God. And trust me, I'm a big believer in God. So everything will be fine. But yeah, in terms of your reputation, you're definitely being seen as a hard worker and someone who just needs to honestly relax and like, again, rejuvenate, like feel better, feel happier, take a vacation, girl. What's it called? We also have the, what is that? The Knight? No, Princess, Page, the Page of Swords and the Six of Cups. Something else with the Page of Swords, it talks about like the internet. It talks about like looking for things. What's it called? Like online communication. What is the Page of Swords? Yeah, like enthusiasm. Yeah, eagerness to learn. So I'm feeling like again, you definitely, you're in your energies, like you're eager to learn, you're eager to seek knowledge. Definitely possibly like online research. You could work online or in research or something like that. The Six of Cups, it talks about the past and like past, like childhood friends. This reputation could be coming from like childhood friends from your past, past relationships as well. that just kind of came in. But the Six Cup is not, it's not giving me too much other than like childhood. Like I'm hearing like children, childhood. You could work with children. But yeah, this could be like childhood dreams and things. And like really think about, are you living your childhood dream? I truly think you are. I really, 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 really think in this current moment, like you are literally living the life that like the younger you would be very, very proud of. And again, this talks about looking towards the future. And I think that's the only thing that's causing you anxiety, is looking too much towards the future. I think you need to chill out. Like I think you need to chill out, looking towards the future. If anything, like as you can see, like with the imagery, it's like she's looking towards the past, because the Six of Cups definitely represents the past. So possibly look at your past and where you are now, and I think that will show you how much success you've cultivated for yourself. Where were you in the past and where are you right now? And that will show you how much success that you have grown for yourself, because you have. because you have. Yes, let's just get your last card. Seven of Wands, that talks about like defending your territory, defense in general, and that being your last card. Let me also get the bottom deck. We have the Magician. So that is manifestation. Okay, so we have the Seven of Wands as your last card, and then we have the Magician as your bottom deck. All right, so the Seven of Wands is giving me the aspect of your of your reputation, because let's talk about like defensiveness and assertiveness. You can talk about, like it says, deals with unforeseen challenges and obstacles that arise in your past, asking you to be more assertive and strategic rather than acting defensive of your hardworking reputation. Being courageous in the face of adversity and listening to your intuition is the best way to handle pressure and increase your success. So yeah, especially if people have said anything to you about your success or where you are in life, like to not be defensive, to just be assertive. Like, I know where I am in life. I know I'm on a good path. I don't need to prove myself to you, because there was a message of needing constant recognition, needing constant like reassurance. And I'm here to tell you, you don't need it. You really, really don't. You don't need recognition from other people. You don't need reassurance from others. It's honestly more focused on you, and again, to not be defensive. So there could be a message of possibly, because it is about your reputation and what is your current reputation, that you are maybe being a little bit defensive, especially because we have the Ten of Wands too and the Page of Swords. So you could be a little bit more like trying to prove yourself to others. And I think there's a message of do not try to prove yourself to others if you've been leaning into that. So just don't try to prove yourself to others. Just kind of a silent, like, knowing. That's a divine masculine. If you watch, funny enough, my What Do You Need to Hear reading, I guarantee you probably picked pile one. So, so yes, collective pile number 2s. I think I'm going to end your reading there. Don't forget to like the video, comment and subscribe if it resonates. And yeah, check out the What You Need to Hear video, because I think this could really help you with your energy. Because again, I really feel like if you picked this pile, that you definitely picked pile 1 for my What You Need to Hear reading. So go check that out and see if you picked that one. Alrighty, but collective pile number 2s, I'm going to end your reading there. Have a blessed and beautiful high vibrational day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. All right, teas. Hello, collective pile number 3s. If you pick this hematite crystal, this is your reading for what is your current reputation. So hello, welcome back if you are a returning subscriber. Hey, Lucky Charm. And hello if you are new. Just a reminder to please like the video, comment, and subscribe if it resonates. I really appreciate it. And let's just get started with your reading. So let's see what's up with your current reputation. So we have Mama Dijambo, and as always, ancestors forgive me. All right, so let's read the card for this. Is going to be your advice / a little bit about your reputation. Let's see what it says. The guidance says, you were born to shine, be seen, be heard, be of movement. We need to know your name. We want to learn your dance. Okay, period. Embodiment, daring to rise and shine starts with the courage to be seen and heard. Your story matters, and someone needs to hear it. Fear of shining brightly keeps you in the shadows, hiding and shrinking. There is no way to claim your voice and avoid rejection, criticism, and judgment. But you are not for everybody. If everyone likes you, you are not really being you. The goddess declaration is, I am ready to be seen and heard. All right, collective pile 3s. So, how can I say this? So, I think this is your guidance. So, you definitely are ready to be seen. I don't necessarily know if your reputation is that you are hiding and you should be seen, or if that you are already like being seen. But the guidance is that you're meant to be seen. So I really think possibly you're hiding right now. Collective pile 3s intuitively. So it's either 2 message. If you know you've been putting yourself out there, this is a message of like just encouragement. But if you have been hiding, collective pile 3s, that is your reputation right now, is that like you have so much to, like, your story is meant to be heard. Your story matters. Someone needs to hear it. And it's time for you to get out of your cave. Hence me. gives me hiding. But no, it gives you hiding, pile 3s. So definitely your message right now is that I think a part of your reputation that you are hiding a little bit too much, and that it is really time for you to, start that YouTube channel, start that Instagram, start that TikTok, start posting yourself, start like have your voice be heard, have your story be heard, whatever that needs to be seen. So let's get into, actually, let me put it over here. Let's get into your your archetype cards to see more about what your current reputation is. Again, I do think a part of it is that just I want to get this message through is that you're hiding too much, is that you need to start to release, like start to like come out of your shadows more. Again, like reactivate your Instagram. I heard reactivate your Instagram, start posting more, start talking more, start hanging out with people more, start going out to different events. Again, maybe if it's not like social media, but like you need to start coming out of your shell a lot more, pile threes. You cannot stay in your shell, especially because there is that this is your advice card as well as just a little bit about your reputation. So the advice is you are born to shine. You are meant to be seen, be heard, be of movement, be a movement. Again, so let's see what your other cards were. So we have advocate. Yeah, it literally says inspires you to put compassion into action. Girl, it's time for you to act. With the green, look at the little synchronicity there with the green, advocate. We also have mediator, gift for negotiating fairness and strategy in professional and personal life, respect for both sides of the argument. Oh, I forgot the shadow. Negotiating with an ulterior motive or hidden agenda, either personally or professionally. And the shadow attribute of the other one was embracing negative causes or committing to a cause for personal gain. Okay. Oh, we have trickster. We have transcending conviction, stuffiness, and predictable behavior. Shadow manipulating unders through duplicity. I have a funny story about this card, but and then we have child orphan, independence based on learning to go at it alone, conquering the fear of surviving. Shadow is feelings of abandonment that stifle maturation, seeking inappropriate surrogate families. And the last card we have exorcist, freeing yourself and others from destructive impulses. Shadow attribute, fear of facing your own demons. Okay, so let's see. First, let me see if there's any shadow attributes that I think are pointing out to me as for your reputation. I think this one. Okay, that was quick. That was quick. Okay. So sorry. Sometimes I have to go intuitively to figure out which one's the shadows and which ones are the positives. So I think these two shadow attributes I think are more here. I think the positives are also with these both, but I think there's definitely the shadow attributes here. So let's read those. It says negotiating with an ulterior motive or hidden agendas, either personally or professionally. This says feelings of abandonment that stifle maturation. It says seeking inappropriate surrogate families. I think it's more the abandonment issues. So you may have abandonment wounds. That is definitely part of your reputation right now, and especially because when I saw the child orphan and the message before, like you could be hiding too much. So maybe you do have some abandonment wounds that are right now in your reputation that like are part of your reputation. What was the other one? Negotiating with an ulterior motive or hidden agenda, either personally or professionally. I actually don't know what I'm getting from that. So let me grab the book. It says ambassador, diplomat, go between. It says shadow meteor manifests interior motives, hidden agendas, working both sides of an issue for personal gains. What could that be? It says you must have a lifelong commitment to resolving disputes. So it's kind of like, I think it comes from the same wound. There you go. So I think possibly with situations, you could play both sides of the fences, not from a negative point of view. Because again, you still have the positive attributes of a gift for negotiating. I think you could just play both sides of the fence because you just see both sides of the issue. So you could be in a field of work that causes you to that causes you to like have to mediate between different peoples a lot, and you're just really good at seeing both sides of an issue and get advocate. That was your thing. It inspires you to put compassion into action. I would say your energy is very much more serious. Like you could just affect a lot more people than the other piles or something like that. It's like you get put in the middle a lot. I just heard pile number threes. I'm not sure if this is professionally or personally, as the card said. I don't know if it's professionally or personally, but it feels like you get put into the middle of situations a lot and you're forced to mediate between them. And this could be because again, there's something about these wounds, especially the abandonment wounds, but like there's like another wound there of like you don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. You don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. You want to see both sides of the issues. You want to be as fair as possible. Again, with this positive attitude, is freeing yourself and others from destructive impulses. You want to do the right thing. Everything comes from a sense of you wanting to do the right thing. oh my God, I wish I was a therapist. Cause I'm like, there's a specific therapeutic term that, that is like, that like does that. Like when you just always want to just make everyone happy, people pleaser. It could be because you feel alone all the time. So you don't want other people to feel alone. And this is a part of your reputation right now. Why is this a part of your reputation? I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to figure out why is this specifically pointing out in your reputation. It's like you sometimes feel alone. You do not want anyone else to feel alone because you've been hurt like that before. You've been abandoned like that. So you do not want to abandon anyone else. You don't even want to make anyone feel bad. And because you don't want to make anyone feel bad, you're very good at like taking on people's energy, transmuting them, and then exorcist, freeing yourself and others from destructive impulses could be literally like through spiritual means or just in a talking way. Like again, you talk it out with people. You're very good like therapist friend type of energy. Lily says shaman, the exorcist. That's what I was thinking of, a shaman. You could literally be a shaman or something like that. But Lily says able to confront evil in the form of possession by destructive or antisocial impulses in oneself or others. Literally concern a life pattern of exercising the negative spirits of social groups or individuals. I think you literally do that, girly or man. It's like you literally can confront confront certain destructive behaviors in other people and literally like transmute it, fix it, make it better. And you do that a lot. And I think the shadow attribute comes in because sometimes you can't please everyone. Like what's it called? Literally, oh my God, I literally forgot about this card. Literally, this card says, if everyone likes you, you're not really being you. And that is a part of your reputation. You cannot be liked by everyone. So you need to stop trying to be liked by everyone. And that's where I think this trickster comes in. And I think the trickster is less about what it actually says in the card. I heard it's pretty much nothing. It's nothing about what it says on the card. The trickster is more about, it's like you could be seen, your reputation could be seen as a trickster because you're trying to play both sides of the fences. You're trying to please everyone. You're not truly being you. And it's important because you are an advocate. You are a person who is meant to be seen, who is meant to be in the public eye, who is meant to say a story. But in order to do that, you have to be you. So there's an aspect of reputation that is very serious. Again, you may not be famous. You may, but you may not be. It's more of a fact, like I think you just affect other people a lot. I think you're put in situations like God or spirit or whatever. They put you in situations because they know you can handle it, but it's caused you to possibly become to have people pleasing tendencies as well as to have people pleasing tendencies as well as to seem not fake is the wrong word, but to seem like you have ulterior motives for being friends with everyone. It's like there's some type of ulterior motives. Like you have to pick a side. You cannot be liked by everyone. You can be a great mediator because you know you're representing fairness, balancing, helping people out. That is fine, but you can't what's it called? Again, like the hidden agenda. It's like you can't do it from a place of what's it called? From a place of a wound, because again, I think it's coming from an abandonment wound as well. And again, I do think you are very independent. You are, what I say, you're learning to let go of it alone, conquering fear of surviving. Yeah, I do think you're very independent, and you definitely conquered a fear. You definitely are a survivor. I'm a survivor. You definitely are one of those. But your reputation right now is definitely dealing around the fact that like you are a great advocate. You definitely are meant to be seen. I think you're in the shadows more. And I think you being in the shadows also really affects your reputation, because I think it would be more positive, or people would not question your motives more. Like they would question your motives less if you were more out there. But I think part of you being hidden makes you seem like a trickster, not because you are one, because you may seem like it's your reputation. Because maybe you're not shining as much as the people who know you should be. I'm hearing the people around you kind of know that you should be more out there than you are. And so for the other people that are like more on the outskirts, they're not sure of you because of the fact that you may be a little bit more hidden than you need to be. Yes, that was a hard one. I hope I got the message through. But yes, so again, the main, I would say, things of your reputation is that you definitely have a talent for helping with the exorcist, either helping freeing people from destructive behaviors, again, antisocial. Maybe you help other like loners, because I think you seem like a loner with a child orphan who's a person who's very independent to themselves. You definitely maybe help other people with their antisocial tendencies, different things that they've been going through. Really, really good therapist, therapeutic friend, someone who can really talk to people and help them, as well as you can really stand up for people. You really, again, put into the middle of situations, and you can really help people mediate situations. Very positive in that sense. Like, you're just a really good person. But I would say the negative part is because maybe you're a little bit hidden, or you maybe you're trying to people please everyone, you're trying to be liked by everyone. That's where the trickster energy kind of comes in. That's where the negative attributes kind of come in. That's where the abandonment wounds kind of come in. And that is also part of your reputation as well. Okay, let's get some more cards. So I did here to take reversals today, so we will. So we have the Six of Wands reversed. We have the Eight of Wands reversed. Wait, are all of these reversed? No. Okay. And we have the Ten of Cups upright. So we have the Six of Wands reversed, the Eight of Wands reversed, Ten of Cups. Then we have the High Priestess. Okay, cute. We have the King of Wands reversed, and we have the Knight of Cups reversed. You guys have the most reversals. Let me make sure. Oh, not that. Okay. Let me make sure not all of them are reversed. No, they're not. Okay, cool. I was like, let me make sure. You guys probably have the most reversals out of the pile. So let's see. Collective. Pile number 3. Let's see. Okay. So what do we have? Okay. Six of Wands reversed, Eight of Wands reversed. Let's start with the Six of Wands and the High Priestess. So the Six of Wands reverse kind of talks, because usually Six of Wands is like a victory, a celebration, a success. The Six of Wands reverse, what are the key words again? Oh yeah, delayed success. Literally, we have delayed success. So it's a significant delay in your success in some way, not turning out the way you've hoped. This is a disappointing but only temporary setback. The delay is all part of the process, so stick with your plan and continue to work diligently. You're almost there. Yeah, so part of your reputation is that like you have had delayed in success. And you know what your delayed in success is? Probably the fact that you're not putting yourself out there, pal threes. But what's it called? Yes, there is a part of your reputation like I think you are deserved more. You deserve more right now than you actually have. But the High Priestess, that's also patience. Literally, the High Priestess is also like an intuitive card. It's patience, it's intuition, self-knowledge. It talks about, connecting to the divine and internal process. Your higher self is channeling through you. Clear your mind, ask your heart for the answers. The answers are within you. So there is a delayed success in you, and I think that's part of your reputation. But it's also, people know you're intuitive. So if there's a delayed success, it's like, it's for a reason. There's a reason the success is delayed. Don't worry. Especially with the Eight of Wands reverse. That's another delayed success. I'm pretty, not success, but it's just delayed action in general. Because when the Eight of Wands is usually movement, and then the Eight of Wands reverse is usually slowing down and patience, exercising patience. It literally says the Eight of Wands reverse can point to delays or hangups, which put a damper on your enthusiasm about something you've been anticipating. These delays are no accident. They are divinely timed to highlight an important realization, something you need to recognize before you can continue down the current path. Perhaps this lack of movement is reminding you to enjoy the process without being focused on the outcome. So yes, girl. So a part of your reputation right now is you are being delayed. You are being paused. You are being delayed. You are not being given success quite yet. And that's okay. That's good. That's okay. It happens. Again, both of these cards did say it's for a reason. So I think that the double message is for a reason. And then with the High Priestess, like, the reason it's being delayed. I can't tell you. The High Priestess tells me whenever the High Priestess comes out in a reading with my like clients or friends or family, I'm always just like, girl, I can't tell you the answer. This is telling me that you know the answer. Like the answer is I don't know. The answer is so I can never tell people. So that's telling me there's like kind of why your success or your whatever you want, something about in your reputation is being delayed. So it's a part of your reputation that you're being delayed right now, but it's for a reason. It's probably for a very good reason. The King of Wands reverse can talk about unhealthy displays of masculine energy. Can talk about abuse of power, holding grudges, acting like a bully. It says tune into your intuition to see where this selfish or oppressive energy may be coming from. So yeah, holding grudges, acting like a bully. Healthy masculine understands the responsibility that comes with being in a place of power and seeks to empower others to act with integrity. So I'm not necessarily sure if it's like maybe you've been being a bully, or again, this is your reputation. So I don't even necessarily think you're doing it, but I think that comes from that trickster energy. How we were saying, like, people don't really know who you are because you're kind of hidden. I think that's why that's in your reputation. I think people could be viewing you not as a bully. If anything, gives me more about like holding on to grudges or just an unhealthy display of masculine energy. I think that's the main message. A part of your reputation right now is you are having an unhealthy display of masculine energy. And it could be coming from these delays. You could be frustrated because you can tell that you are being delayed in your life. And because you're being delayed in your life, it's causing you to be a little negative. It's causing you just to be slightly negative, slightly not balanced, not in a feminine energy. Could be holding grudges, could just be popping off more often than not. It could be something as simple as that. And yeah, it's just a part of your reputation. It doesn't necessarily mean it's true. It just means that's what kind of people are viewing you as right now. You do have the 10 of Cups, which is very nice because the 10 of Cups talks about like emotional fulfillment, happiness. There is again one girl here because the fact that that it's this deck and you got the 10 of Cups is telling me it's like it's a 10 of Cups, but you know, it's a solo 10 of Cups. And then we have the Knights. Yes, that's the Knight of Cups reverse. Doesn't that talk about delays too? No, it talks about disappointment. It says the reverse can signify disappointment within a relationship if your high hopes and expectations were not met. Perhaps a promising new romance fizzled out too quickly, or the object of your desire turned out to be different than they have first appeared. This card can also indicate that you are relying too heavily on your desire for perfection in yourself or another. Adjusting expectations of yourself and others and forgiving everyone for shortcomings can help you get back into a more positive emotional state. So, yeah, because again, she's disappointed too. It's like you have a 10 of Cups, but you're still sad. Because, yeah, this 10 of Cups, oh, you can't see her face really. I don't feel like moving it because she's not dressed. Here, let me do this. Can you see her face? Yes. Okay, like look at her face real quick. See how she's like just looking? There's a rainbow. She doesn't look that happy. So this is telling me that something, a part of your reputation is like you've been disappointed in some type of instance. You've been disappointed, or again, it also points to perfectionism or just having too many expectations on other people. It's like, I think a part of your reputation that you should be happier than you physically are. You should be happier and not feeling disappointed. It did talk about like a romance, so something about your reputation right now is that like you could have been disappointed from a romance, as I just said. Disappointed that a situation didn't work out, disappointed that a job opportunity, something didn't work out. But again, it's delayed. Again, there's something about delay. Girl, the delay is purposeful because you need to heal something. It could be about this, but I'm really feeling this reversed King of Wands energy that could be in your reputation is one, because people don't see the real you, and two, because of this delay. I think you just got a little bit angry. I feel like you got a little bit angry at the universe because of this delay, and then maybe possibly because of this disappointment in love. It could be specifically a disappointment in love, like something didn't work out and people know, and that's part of your reputation. But with the 10 of Cups, people do see you as like, you know, you should be emotionally fulfilled, but possibly that you're not. It's like this person still has a lot of good things going on for their life. This person still is a very helpful person. So why aren't they happy? All right, but let's get some more cards. Yes, we have the 10 of Swords reverse. We have the 10 of Swords reverse. We have the Tower. Oh my God. We have the 10 of Swords reverse, and we have the Ace of Cups. So that's new opportunities. That's fun. So what else about your reputation? The 10 of Swords reverse actually isn't a super negative card. Wait, is it? I don't think so. 10 of Swords reversed. Oh, it literally says delayed again. Girlies, collective power threes. Delay is your main word. Oh my God. So the 10 of Swords reverse says delayed endings hang on to the past. The version of Swords in your reading can say refusal to let something end. Remind yourself that it's perfectly fine to move on. Clinging on to the past prevents emergence of a new beginning. Try not to delay the abundance that awaits you. So we have the 10 of Swords over that reversed Six of Wands and the High Priestess, which the Six of Wands also talked about delayed success. So this delayed success, again, how they're saying like you already know, it could be from you holding on to something that you know you need to let go of. So this is telling me some of your reputation that you are holding back. You are holding up your abundance a little bit. It could be a little bit you're holding up your abundance because you could be hanging on to the past, or you're perceived as hanging on to the past. We have the Tower as part of your reputation. So you could have went through a major change. Again, that I really think this King of Wands reversed energy that is, again, like an unbalanced divine masculine, an unhealthy divine masculine, is because of an event, is because of this delay, is because of the frustration. I can feel the frustration in you, especially with this tower. So there could have been a tower moment recently in your life, and people know about it. People know about this tower moment that has happened in your life. It could be a move, a losing of a job, a gaining of a job, having to leave your city, a breakup, especially with this reverse knight here. So there is energy and reputation of that, like has been a lot of change in your life, and a lot of change in your life recently, which has maybe caused your emotional state to be unbalanced, and that could be also why you're maybe clinging on to the past, why there are all of these delays in your pile. This could be why, because there's been a lot of changes, so there has to be a little delay in the plans. With the Ace of Cups, though, which is a great sign, which is a great sign, because funny enough, you have all the cups in one little spread here. So that's fun. So you have the Ace of Cups over that 10 of Cups in reverse, Knight of Cups. That's telling me, again, don't feel too disappointed on if a person didn't work out, if an opportunity didn't work out, because look, there's new opportunities coming with the Ace of Cups. That also talks about self-love as well. Wait, let me look at the Knight of Cups reverse again. Yeah, disappointing relationships. It says this card reverse can also indicate to relying too heavily on desire for perfection in yourself or in others. It says, adjusting expectations. Definitely adjusting your expectations of other people and of yourself will really help you calm down. I just heard will really help you calm down. So just adjust your expectations of others. As my coworker just said to me, because I just went through a disappointing talking stage. Like, you can't expect too much, because people will always disappoint you. You have to really learn to not let this stuff affect you, because I get affected by everything. I'm so affected by other people emotionally. It's terrible, and I really need to get a handle on it. But he was just saying that, you can't let other people affect you. And then we also have the Ace of Cups upright, which is a very good sign, because it says focusing on self-love, taking time for yourself, but it says new opportunities and inspiration for personal development, as well as divine timing is offering you the gift of love, which again can come in the form of self-love, a new relationship, a new connection that will bring love, peace, and happiness into your life. Be open to receiving this gift that is meant for you. So it is telling me, yes, there is delayed in this new opportunity, but it's still coming. There is a delay in this new opportunity, but it is still coming. And I think what's called a part of your reputation in terms of that, it's just pointing out that, I think there is a point of your reputation right now that is being viewed as you have gone through a lot of changes and disappointments and delays, and the Ten of Swords reverse is you could be even still clinging on to the past in some instances, just energetically or physically, and because of that, that could be causing the delays. But I think people, or in terms of the people who are affecting your reputation, recognize that it's really not your fault. Remember, say it's really not your fault that you kind of are feeling this way, because again, whatever this tower moment possibly was. So it's just making you feel a little bit off balanced. Yes. Okay, let's do the next cards. So we have the Three of Wands, great signs. The Three of Wands came out for every single pile. I just realized that. That's crazy. So we have the Three of Wands and the Two of Wands. The Three of Wands came out for every single pile. So that's very interesting. All right. So the Three of Wands and the Two of Wands. Let's actually go. No, I'm being pile two. My spirit guides hate when I use the book, but I'm tired today. So we have the Two of Wands and the Three of Wands. The Two of Wands literally talks about choice, future planning. It says the Two of Wands offers possibilities in planning for the future. Exciting energy of fire propels you forward, but beware of becoming impatient. Girl, patience, girl. Beware of becoming impatient and taking action too soon. You may need to choose between accepting a new opportunity or remaining where you are. So listen to your intuition. The one that excites you the most may be worth any associated risk. A new partnership or supportive relationship may be presenting itself to help you navigate these changes you are experiencing. This person will help you grow in new or exciting ways. Yes, weigh the options for making a big decision. So this is choose future plan, choice and future planning. Three of Wands. Yeah, you're using your energy to work with others, delegating responsibilities to play on your strength. There may be an element of waiting for the right opportunities, but in the meantime, you're able to use your energy productively, expand the opportunities of growth and possibility of traveling. Surrounding yourself with inspiring people. Sorry, guys, I'm like reading. Okay, let me get back into it. Sorry, y'all. I tuned out for a second. Color Pile threes. So in terms of your reputation, the two of wands and the three of wands is telling me that I think right now, and part of your reputation is that you are planning for the future, and there could be again new opportunities, new things. You're in the beginning stages of a new chapter. I would say this is definitely the energy of like you're in the beginning stages of a new chapter, and possibly some this is a delayed chapter. I'm getting like this is a delayed chapter. So you're wanting things to happen quickly because the two ones definitely, it really focuses on planning, not rushing too quickly. And I'm getting there's a frustration with you, collective pile threes, like you want it to happen now. And again, with your overall message of you are meant to shine, you were born to shine, you're meant to be heard, you are meant to be seen. Daring to shine starts with the courage to be seen and heard. It says fear of shining brightly keeps you in the shadows, hiding and shrinking. There is no way to claim your voice and avoid rejection, criticism, and judgment, but you are not for everybody. So there is like a fear with this two of wands here. It's like, I think you're fearing putting yourself out there again, whether it's in love, whether it's in career, whether it's just in life. There's a fear to do it because of this tower moment that has happened, maybe because of your past, hurts that have happened. There's a fear of putting yourself out there again. And again, it could be in work, it could be in friends, it could be in love. I don't really know. But there's a fear. And if this is telling you with the three of wands is like collaborating with other people, working with other people, traveling, new opportunities, doing these things will make you happier, but it comes with patience because you need to be very, very patient with these things. And with the high priest again, this tells me you already know the answer. You know why you're being delayed. It's okay, and it's for a reason because it's trying to ultimately get you to the best point. But the two and the three of wands telling me in terms of your reputation that you are growing, you are moving, but you're just in the point of waiting. You're waiting for the opportunities to come for you. You're planning because again, it says you may need to choose between accepting two different opportunities, like choosing one or the other. And it says the one that excites you the most would be worth may be worth any associated risk. Because there's a lot of fear here. There's a fear of the future, a fear of what's to come. And you need to stop it, girl. You need to stop the fear. What's it called? You need to stop the fear because it is in your reputation. And again, it's affecting your reputation. The fear that you're having does affect your reputation. With the trickster, with the possibly with the playing two sides of the fence energy, is feelings of abandonment, things like that. It's like there's a fear that's coming out in your reputation, but there's also such potential. There's such a potential that's also in your reputation as well. And then your last card is the sun. As I said, it's very, very that's a very positive thing. So a part of your reputation is also the sun. And let's get the bottom deck. I think I saw this. Yes, it's the devil, girly. The devil is that trickster energy, girly. We have the devil as your bottom deck for your reputation. Again, and funny enough, I was going to tell you about the trickster. I've seen so many magicians. Again, I live in Madrid. I went to this company dinner and they had a magician there. I was like, that's so interesting to have just a magician at a company dinner. At a company, it was a company event dinner, and they just had a magician there. I was like, this is so interesting. But anyways, I was like, I don't know why, but that just reminded me because it's a magician in the picture. But anyways, we have the devil with that energy. That energy is about, because it talks about addictions, obsessions. That could be a past. You could have an addiction. It could be to substances, could be to people, could be to a person, could be to anything. I don't know. But that is a part of your reputation that could possibly you're dealing with some type of obsession, some type of addiction, some type of toxic behavior, toxic pattern, toxic something. It talks about sabotage. Sabotage and addiction, self-destructive behaviors, something like that. It says your intuition asks what unhealthy habits or coping mechanisms are present in your life. Identifying these fears that lead to self-sabotaging behavior doesn't have to be a scary process, and instead it can be illuminating, much like the devil's torch that lights the darkness of the card. So again, it's figuring out what negative things you have, negative whatever that you have that could be possibly affecting your reputation. And especially also because we have the two wands, and in this card it's the horns and stuff. Something's creeping on you. It feels like you're running from something, but you don't need to run from it. It feels like you kind of need to relax. Again, you have a talent because it's in your reputation of freeing yourself and others from destructive impulses. It's like you can do that. And maybe possibly you've been taking on other people's energy and need to clear that for yourself. I don't really know. But yes. Okay, sorry. I think pile 3, I've been getting very lost with your pile. I'm trying to stay focused. Let's get to the sun. Yes, and the sun being your final card, which is very, very nice. The sun being your final card, tell me that your reputation is ultimately very, very positive. It's just the fact of like maybe this tower moment or something within your fear of the future, something with this delayed success has maybe caused you some anxiety. But with the sun being here, again, your reputation is very, very positive. Your reputation is very positive. It's very childlike. You make people feel happy. Again, you make people feel good. That was that people pleaser energy. You make people feel happy. You make people feel good. You make people feel nice. And because of that, I think that's why people are slightly worried if you are not feeling emotionally fulfilled yourself. It's like you could feel a little bit down or dealing with some different coping mechanisms, as well as just needing to kind of come back to yourself as much. Like you need to come back to yourself more. I think a part of your reputation is like you give too much of yourself to other people. And again, you are somewhat afraid of rejection. You are afraid of criticism. You are afraid of judgment. But you have to remember with your advice that you are not for everybody. If everyone likes you, you are not really being you. So there's a message to come back to yourself and to be yourself, whatever that is. And that whatever this delayed cycle in your life, whether it's love, whether I'm hearing very loudly, it's probably love, whether it's love, and that your love life being delayed could just affect you in general because you think that like there's something wrong with you. And I'm here to tell you there's nothing wrong with you, girl. Or if, let's say if it's career and you think you're just like, like my career is being delayed. I feel like I haven't reached the pinnacle. I haven't reached like where I'm supposed to be in my life. I really don't think it's actually, I'm not even going to say career. I really highly, highly, highly doubt it's career because we have no pinnacles here. So it's not career, girl. So I think this delayed cycle in your life has to be love or personal development. It literally has to be love or personal development is a cycle in your life that's being delayed. And it's saying that like it will turn around. These opportunities will come in. 2 of Wands, 3 of Wands. Do not rush it. The Tower tells me that you've been through a lot of chaotic change and to let it settle out, as well as again to get rid of these toxic and destructive, self-destructive behaviors. And again, your message was you're meant to be seen and heard. So to come out of the shadows, because that will very, 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 very positively affect your reputation just by showing people who you truly are, that you don't have ulterior motives, that and to heal those different abandonment wounds and things of that nature. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking. I think I did really long for pile 3s. So collective pile 3s, please, 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 please like this video, comment and subscribe if it resonates. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to check out my bio for my website, personal readings, Patreon, all that good jazz. And pile 3s, you know what? Have a blessed and beautiful high vibrational day. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.